A genius who imagined a world lit not by candles, but by currents that could travel across continents. He built machines that turned invisible forces into power, and dreamed of energy flowing through the air, free for everyone. While others clung to the old ways, he looked decades ahead, seeing a future no one else dared to believe in, a mind both brilliant and misunderstood. A genius who changed the very way humanity touches light. This is the story of a great inventor and visionary, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, a village in the Austrian Empire's military frontier in a region that is today part of Croatia. He came from a family that would shape the man who would change the world's relationship with electricity. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest who valued education, discipline, and faith, while his mother, Juka Tesla, was a homemaker with a gift for practical crafts and memory for mechanical details. Tesla's early home was filled with experiments in tinkering and a sense that ideas could be more powerful than obstacles. He had at least one older brother, Dane Tesla, and a sister named Angelina. Dane, Tesla's elder brother, died during Tesla's childhood. The exact circumstances are debated in historical accounts, but his loss left a lasting impression on the young inventor. Growing up in a tightly knit religious family, Tesla was mentored by a father who pressed for a solid education and a mother who inspired him with hands-on problem solving. The boy's natural facility with mathematics and physics began to emerge early, and he absorbed a wide range of knowledge from the books at home and the conversations with teachers and peers in his village. At a young age, Tesla's schooling took him away from Smiljan to pursue broader horizons. He attended school in Karlovac, where the curriculum emphasized science and the liberal arts, laying the groundwork for a life that would be defined by curiosity and relentless study. Tesla's formal higher education led him to the Austrian Polytechnic in Graz, where he studied electrical engineering from 1875 to 1878. His time in Graz sharpened his practical understanding of electricity and machinery, though he did not complete a degree there. He continued his studies in Prague for a period, immersing himself in mathematics, physics, and the theoretical underpinnings that would later fuel his inventions. The path was not straightforward. He faced financial difficulties and health challenges that interrupted his studies, but his resolve only deepened as he pressed forward toward his dream of mastering electrical power and its applications. In the early 1880s, Tesla crossed Europe in search of opportunities to apply his knowledge. He moved to Budapest in 1881 to work at the Budapest Telephone Exchange, where he gained experience with the challenges of practical electrical systems and telecommunications. The year 1882 took him to Paris, where he worked for the Continental Edison Company, refining his understanding of electrical machinery and the commercial potential of new technologies. His ambitions soon propelled him across the Atlantic to the United States. He arrived in New York in 1884 with little more than a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison, seeking a place in a world that was being electrified by new ideas. Tesla's early days in America were marked by hard work and high expectations. He joined Edison's organization but soon found himself at odds with Edison's direct current approach and business methods. After parting ways with Edison, Tesla's own path began in earnest. He formed a partnership with financiers and collaborators who recognized the potential in his ideas, especially his development of an alternating current, AC system, that could transmit power over long distances more efficiently than direct current. This was no mere technical curiosity. It was a revolution that would eventually electrify entire cities and continents. The turning point came with the partnership between Nikola Tesla and George Westinghouse, who recognized the transformative power of his polyphase AC system. Tesla's innovations, most notably the polyphase induction motor and the broader AC transmission system, made it feasible to distribute electricity over long distances to homes, factories, and public spaces. This stood in sharp contrast to the prevailing DC systems championed by Edison. Tesla's work enabled the practical, scalable electrification of modern society, and it set the stage for the vast electrical networks that power the world today. In laboratories and workshops across the United States and Europe, Tesla tested high-voltage, high-frequency ideas, contributing to our understanding of how to generate, convert, and distribute electrical energy safely and efficiently. Among Tesla's most enduring achievements is the Tesla coil, introduced in 1891, a resonant transformer that became a foundational tool for experiments in radio frequency phenomena and wireless communication. He also advanced the design of the polyphase AC system, which enabled efficient generation and distribution of alternating current power. His demonstrations of high-frequency currents and wireless experiments captured the imagination of the public and the scientific community alike, illustrating a future where energy and information could move through space with minimal constraints. Tesla's work spanned a remarkable array of devices and concepts, including the bladeless turbine, various inventors' devices that cherished efficiency and elegance, and efforts to harness energy at a distance. Beyond AC power, Tesla pursued ambitious projects in wireless transmission of energy and information. In the early 20th century, he secured funding for what became known as the Wardenclyffe Tower project, located in Shoreham, Long Island. Tesla envisioned a global wireless system that could transmit both communications and power without wires, a grand experiment in broadcasting and energy distribution that would have reshaped global infrastructure. The project, supported by financier J.P. Morgan, faced technical and financial hurdles and ultimately did not achieve its audacious goals. By 1906, the tower's ambitious plans were curtailed, and the site was eventually dismantled years later. Nevertheless, Wardenclyffe remains emblematic of Tesla's daring, his willingness to chart new paths, and his belief in a future where energy and information could flow freely. Tesla's career was not solely about grand machines and big visions. It also encompassed hands-on invention and practical experimentation. He demonstrated the remote control of a vehicle in 1898, a feat that foreshadowed the modern era of robotics and autonomous devices. He pursued improvements in electrical lighting, high-frequency applications, and instrumentation, continually pushing the boundaries of what could be achieved with electricity and resonance. His prolific output, patents, and concepts across a wide spectrum of electrical science earned him a place among the greatest inventors in history, while also inviting skepticism and competition from others in the rapidly advancing field of technology. Throughout his life, Tesla's personal temperament and beliefs influenced his professional choices. He was known for his intense devotion to his work and his singular focus on bringing his ideas to fruition. He never married, and he reportedly did not have children, choosing to devote most of his energy to his experiments and theories. Tesla formed friendships and professional relationships with artists, scientists, and entrepreneurs, and he maintained a lifelong curiosity about the connections between science and society. In his later years, his work and ideas, some of them controversial or speculative, kept him in the public eye, as did his public demonstrations and interviews that described a future of wireless communication, energy, and radiant technology. Tesla remained active in his scientific pursuits well into the 20th century. He continued experimenting with high-frequency currents, electrical resonance, and various devices designed to harness power from natural phenomena. He proposed a future in which wireless energy could be captured from the environment, envisioned a global network for communication, and explored a range of ideas about the potential of electricity to transform daily life. In the years leading up to his death, Tesla focused on refining his theories and pursuing new experiments, often living modestly and dedicating his time to invention, research, and the dissemination of his ideas to the public and to fellow scientists. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla passed away in New York City at the age of 86 in the room of the Hotel New Yorker. His passing came at a time when the United States and the world were recognizing the profound impact of his work on modern technology. Tesla left behind a vast legacy comprised of hundreds of patents and a body of ideas that continues to influence how we generate, transmit, and apply electrical power. In the decades after his death, historians and engineers would continue to study his contributions to alternating current, wireless transmission, and resonant systems, drawing direct lines from his early experiments to the lighting of cities, the operation of machines, and the ongoing exploration of wireless communication. His life was filled with brilliance, but also with struggle. He gave the world light, power, and ideas far ahead of their time, yet he never received the recognition he truly deserved. Today, every flicker of electricity, every current that runs through our cities, carries a trace of his genius. His name may have once been forgotten, but his legacy can never be erased. If you enjoyed this journey into his life, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the people who changed our world.